Elsie Anderson meant it meant a tremendous amount to me because I felt as though I was coming through a school that had produced many legends already, and as a result, I felt like I was getting at that time the best possible attention and education that I could get from a high school. Uh, I, was in most of the advanced classes that they offered at that time, and did fairly well in them. Uh, it meant it gave me somewhat of a certain amount of self-assurance that when I come out, I'd be able to go on and be self-sustaining and self-sufficient and make a contribution to society. Yes, I was. I played football all 3 years I was there. Lettered. I played baseball, played some basketball, and as part of just continuing to stay fit, I even was on the track team throwing a shot put at one time. My first year there, which was my sophomore year. I concentrated on football primarily. In my first year there, I started out on the B team, which just about everybody did as a sophomore. Uh, and I think I played 2 games on the B team and had an exceptional game in an away game and got moved up to the varsity. And that was quite an honor at that time because we had a lot of skilled players, a lot of players that hit hard and were truly dedicated to the game. So when I got moved up, my junior year, I eventually went on to become a co-captain and stayed a co-captain through my senior year and started those next 2 years. As an offensive tackle, we had a tackle eligible play where the tackle would also would check in as a eligible receiver, and and I caught a couple of really significant passes that allowed us to maintain and keep the ball, move the chains, in other words, and there was there was another game that we had that really stuck out, and I'd love to watch it on film where, as a right tackle, I not only hit the man on the line in front of me, but I continued to go downfield and make another downfield block on a cornerback. We had some pretty good running backs at the time. One of them was Lewis Scott. Another one was named Reginald Carter. It just so happened to be Reginald Carter was one of my best friends, and he was carrying the ball on that particular play. So that stuck in my mind quite a bit. Old Anderson was full of teachers that cared. They thrived on excellence. They gave you an extension of family. Many people who may not necessarily have had a full household, meaning a mother and father in their household, they were able to come there and, as long as they showed effort and concern, they would get picked up by one of the teachers, and you continue to have family training or home training even in the classroom. We didn't have the disruption, but Anderson meant a continued education, not just in the books, but also in social life and learning how to get along and deal with others. Well, I've had a great sense of loss and a loss of identity, because not only did they close the school, they kept the name, but the name was just there in symbol. They changed the mascot, which is something we took a lot of pride in, and as you know, a lot of the accomplishments were not treasured as we had treasured them throughout the years. They were just kind of tossed aside. So it took on a whole different meaning to me. And, it's sad because it's like we lost a legacy. I'd like to see the students in school today have the kind of teachers that we had. The ones that cared and not only were concerned about getting the curriculum, covering a certain amount of material, but cares about the students, that are able to inspire and influence the kids to do their very best. I think that is something that's lacking, and it shows in the statistics. Anderson has been blessed to have so many people go ahead and go further in life and truly make a difference. Even the kids that came out and had no direction eventually found that the values that were stressed at that school played a big important part in their life, and they were able to find a direction. The kids come out today, many of them with no direction, no aspirations, and as a result, just kind of continue as they have all the time, and they're lost.